It's kind of always been a dream of mine, and I actually, growing up in Nanaimo with my grandma, we used to talk and dream about having a little restaurant one day, and you know, that was a big part of it, and she would bake and we would make things together.
Being an engineer, doing what we do, doing it well, but having fun and building zip lines and designing climbing walls and being outdoors.
We're on the farm that my dad bought in 1961. We've been dairy farming here ever since, and my wife and I took over in 1995. The reason I wanted to farm here was because I couldn't imagine a better place to raise my family.
Being a mom and taking care of my kids and my family, and being kind to people, helping people out, doing the right thing and working hard.
As a business owner, I have a mentor that told me one time, they said there's 3 people you need to have a good, close relationship with. One of them is your accountant, one of them is your lawyer, and the other is your credit union. And the important part about that is that anytime you call any one of those people or those firms, they know who you are, they know what your interests are, and they know how to look out for you. And it's important because you can't do anything on your own. As a business, you're dependent on good key relationships with your clients, good key relationships with your staff, and good key relationships with your business partners. And a credit union is as much a business partner as it is a supplier.
Banking for the farm is my job. My credit union helps us out quite a bit. We don't have to worry about little things, like we don't have to worry. Somebody's always watching our accounts so that we don't have to worry about it. You get the phone call and everything, you know, well, Sam, you need to, you know, we need to fix this, or we need to do this, but somebody's always watching your accounts and taking care of your stuff and taking care of your children's banking needs, and it's awesome.
There are great differences between banks and credit unions, and for me the main thing is that connection to community, and through that the investment that gets put into the community all the time. So you know, whether it is through scholarships or supporting the various community groups that are really instrumental in a small community like Enderby, I quickly realized that the credit union was central to the community, and nothing of importance happened in Enderby without the credit union's involvement.
When my husband and I first got married and we were young, and you know, we had student loans and we had debt, we were banking with a traditional bank at that point, and we went to them to ask for, you know, some advice or ask for some help to move on to the next step in our lives. And the answer that we got was, you should declare bankruptcy and move in with your parents. And we said, oh, okay. And that was kind of a harsh reality check for us. And that was when we made the decision to move to a credit union, and we went into the credit union to talk about our situation. And at that point, we kind of felt a little defeated from the answer that we got from the bank. And they were so amazing, and they worked with us, and they, you know, gave us advice and helped us through that time in our lives, and it was, you know, it was monumental in moving us forward from that young stage in our lives to where we are now. And we haven't stopped banking with the credit union since then, because that feeling that we got, that we realized that a credit union looked at us more as people, as potential, rather than as a number.
We had a big loss in January. My father passed away from cancer, and it's hard enough to lose a family member, but to have to go to all those banks and try and get anything done was horrendous. And I thought it was horrible, because there's other people that were doing it that were a lot older than me, and they were doing it by themselves. And coming back to my branch, they were actually doing some of the work for me to get my business done at 4 or 5 of the big banks. It was horrendous, and it made me appreciate the people at my branch even more.
When you reach a point where things are not looking super awesome, or you reach a little problem along the way, to feel like you can go to your financial institution and they're not going to judge you, or they're not another person to fight against. They're actually a part of your team, and they're actually going to help you get over it and get on to the next step. with the business is a great feeling.
To me, the measure of success of how good our engineering is a 5-year-old's laughter. It's the high five from the mom to the dad, thinking that they had the best holiday ever and that we as engineers could be a part of that. I don't think in any way, shape, or form that we could have nearly that much fun if we didn't have the support of our families, the support of our colleagues, but the support of our business partners. And the fact that all 3 of those groups like to have fun too. In fact, they might like to have more fun than we do. That to me really displays shared values and shared success, and that's sustainable.
My name is Corrie Corfield, and I'm the owner of Dogtown Coffee Co. in Penticton, BC, and I'm a member of Valley First.
I'm Andrew Higginson, and I'm the principal of Higginson Consulting in Mill Bay, and I'm a member of Island Savings.
My name is Quentin Bruns. I'm a dairy farmer in Mara. I'm a member of Enderby and District Financial and a director at First West.
My name's Sam Guichon. We are all members of Envision Financial, and we love it.